One of the most constant phenomena of our world is change. People change, government change, even the climate changes, all having diverse effects on man and society. To this effect, the Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers, in conjunction with the Lagos State Water Corporation, celebrates the World Water Day today, 22nd of March 2023, with the theme Be the Change. A call blog is live at the Nigerian Society of Engineers, 1 Engineering Close off Idowu Taylor Street, Victoria Island, Lagos, for the World Water Day and grand finale of the Lagos State Annual Wash Essay Competition. You can be rest assured that a call blog will bring you the details of this event as it unfolds. I'm Olayinka Olorunshola. Do stay with us. About 70% of the earth is covered by water. It is an essential element to the circle of life. For any living thing to survive and thrive, the importance of water to it cannot be overemphasized. The United Nations marks every 22nd of March as World Water Day, a day set aside to highlight the importance of fresh water and to advocate for the sustainable management of fresh water. In that same spirit, the Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers, partnering with the Lagos State Water Corporation, put together the annual Wash Essay Competition among secondary school students with the theme Be the Change. This is to encourage them to come up with practical ideas that can help solve the freshwater challenge in their community. Today being World Water Day is the grand finale. The event was attended by the who is who of the engineering industry. The national chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers, Engineer Mrs. Fumilade Akigbagbon, the group managing director of the Lagos State Water Corporation, Engineer Muminu Hadekunle Badmus, the special advisor to the state governor on education, Mother of the Day, Engineer Mrs. Aramide Adeyoye, a representative from the United Nations, school principals, teachers, students, and other Lagos State education stakeholders. It began officially with the singing of the Nigerian national anthem. In a keynote address, Engineer Mrs. Akigbagbon, chairman of the National Institute of Engineers, spoke on the challenges of water supply, the reason for the essay competition, and lauded the contesting student for a job well done.
The Earth's surface is water covered, yet many communities lack access to safe and clean water. This is because the oceans hold about 96.5% of all Earth's water, while the remaining percentage exists in air as water vapor, in rivers and in lakes, in ice caps, and in the ground as soil moisture and in aquifers. Every practical aspect of life requires water. Life, economy, manufacturing, farming, tourism, recreation, energy production, and other economic sectors need clean water to function and flourish. Despite this universal importance of water and scarcity of fresh water, decades of misuse, poor management, and contamination of freshwater supplies have exacerbated water stress. In addition, many countries, including Nigeria, are facing growing challenge of water scarcity caused by climate change, underinvestment in water and sanitation, and insufficient cooperation on transboundary waters. In Nigeria, the use of contaminated drinking water and poor sanitation conditions result in increased vulnerability to waterborne diseases, including diarrhea, which leads to death of more than 70,000 children under 5 annually. It is especially worse among low-income communities who also have the little access to information needed to manage their situation. In order to conquer the WASH program in Nigeria, and in order to conquer sanitation and health risk that is pertaining to water in Nigeria, the young people are the best chance of addressing this. And they are proving it by the kind of essay and the kind of thoughts they have been able to put on paper. The youth are the key stakeholder in building a sustainable sanitation ecosystem in every community. They are agile and can influence behavioral change at the grassroots level. Therefore, getting the youth actively engaged in the process of sanitation provision in every way possible is a game changer, which we have seen from what they have been able to deliver. While I was getting prepared to come and speak, the MD, just told me, he said, all essays, we should put them together and put them in a book, that we can circulate in every area, because the children have done very, very well. First today, you have come second or third or fourth, because eventually we couldn't really choose the first three. We now have about 7 laptops that we are going to be giving out to the students. Because all the things they are put together on paper are fantastic, they have done well. Whether you are in the one of the 7 or you are not one of the 7, you are all game changers and winners in this competition. I want to thank our partners, Lagos Water Corporation, and all the partners that joined in this advocacy program that we are having today, who have committed to this goal, and the team, putting together. I want the committees to stand up. The committee members, you have done fantastically well. Putting this program together, you have done fantastically well. The opening ceremony where the children wrote essays, and we have done the second round, which came up also, and the children did well. And now we are having the grand finale on the World Water Day itself. And I want to say this morning, be the change that you want to see in your community and you want to see in the society. On that note, I welcome us all to this occasion. Thank you and God bless you.
In the same vein, the Group Managing Director of the Lagos State Water Corporation, Engineer Adekunle Badmus, expressed his happiness for how inspiring the students were and called on the relevant stakeholders to organize more of these to encourage the children.
An Institute of Mechanical Engineering, a great woman. And I think, and we are very proud to be a partner in this program. So before I commence, I have to recognize our national chairwoman, the Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers, FNSE, F. Nemeki, our children and our future leaders. As you can see, we have them here and we are all very proud of you. You guys did a very great job. I have to say good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this extraordinary event, which doubles both as the grand finale of the essay competition and as a celebration of World Water Day. A few weeks ago, in partnership with Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers, we launched this program, the annual Water Sanitation Hygiene Wash Essay Competition. We encourage secondary school students to give this opportunity a trial, as this would at the very least open them up to new fields and equip them with important research skills. Standing here before you all today, I am elated to announce that a good number of our students took advantage of this opportunity and have submitted scholarly articles packed with unique and exceptional insights. If nothing else, this underscores the fact that these contestants understand the world that we live in and what it takes to thrive in it. They understand that we live in an uneven period with change occurring rapidly and unexpectedly. This means that they realize that the need to remain relevant, which in other words means being able to create value. Creating value means having the answers to the questions of the world around you. As we all know, the world is seeking answers on envisaged problems arise out of thin air and existing policies equally demonstrate inequalities. Hence, the need for action through critical thinking by intelligent minds. These minds must be gifted with the ability to identify potential needs and provide solutions even before the problems arise. A few years ago, secondary school students from Ansaruddin Grammar School, Surulere, invented a water filtration and purification system which won the Nigerian Stockholm Junior Water Prize. They went on to represent Nigeria later that year in Sweden and were commended for their innovation. Young learners, this journey only begins in the classroom. Your teachers can only do so much. But in order to be valued, you must do the rest yourself. By asking the right questions, you can develop analytical skills, investigate effects by digging deep into their causes. When you know the cause to a solution, the solution would easily fall into our laps. Therefore, I am emphatically commending those who have participated in this competition and their teachers. Indeed, it is not possible to select every submission as the winning article, yet every participant is, in my own opinion, a winner. Let's give ourselves a round of applause, students. For those pupils who will emerge winners at the end of today, please accept my unreserved congratulations in advance and do not stop doing us proud. At this point, I would also like to call on our leaders and elders in engineering here that it's about time we also do similar program, not just when the Water Day comes up, or maybe we should have like innovative, like the Stockholm, the group that won the Stockholm last time. Let's encourage them, let's do something, and we are ready at Lagos Water Corporation to continue to partner with Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers to do this. We'll call up you again before the end of the year, before next edition, to do something similar. So that means we have to continue. This is our country, and all we can do is to come with innovative idea. Those people who were doing it elsewhere, they were not dropped from the sky. They were human beings like us. So we can do the same thing too. And I promise you that we'll continue to partner with the Nigerian Institute of Mechanical Engineers and the Nigerian Society of Engineers to continue to do this type of program so that we can raise more of our future leaders. Thank you, God bless, and happy World Water Day to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Education, Dr. Adetola Salawu, among other things, called attention to a very important stat.
All right, good afternoon, children. I hope the mic is not giving me too much feedback. I'm really excited about being here today with you, and I'm excited on various levels. Sorry, I'm going to stand on existing protocol so that we don't keep on greeting ourselves. I hope that's okay. All right, thank you. Yes, I'm really excited to be here with you today, and there is a reason I'm really excited to be here with you today. I realize that I think this is the third time, either the third or the fourth time, that I've been invited for this program with engineers and trying to inspire you students. And today you guys are here because we're asking you to start thinking, both inside and outside the box, on how do we address the issues around water and making sure that we have enough fresh water. It is very, very important. In fact, I read a statistic that I said, I need to tell you, and I mean, when I mean tell, to share to you, so that it will challenge you on how important this task that you've been given is. I just read, and I was reading it as I was coming in here today, that 1,000 children die daily. 1,000 children die daily. Let me explain what 1,000 is, because a lot of times we don't understand the magnitude of numbers anymore. Because we're so used to saying 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion. 1,000 is you're going to place tens in 100 places. Think about 10 of anything, and now placing it in 100 places. So imagine 10 children are lined up, and you're going to place 10 children in 100 places. And those children are dying daily because of issues around preventable, making sure that they have enough clean water, the diseases that are around water, and sanitation issues. So what you guys are deliberating upon today, it's very, very critical. It's not something that, oh, okay, we're just doing this project, it's fun. No, 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 no. It's actually a matter of life and death. I wanted that to really sink in. Like I said, there is a reason I became an engineer, and there is a reason I love engineers so much. Every time they ask me to come, and I immediately jump and say, I have to be there. I tell people that the engineers are the backbone of any society, because we do what? We solve problems. And we solve problems not on a small scale, we solve problems on a what? A large scale. So we need to create more of you. That's why you're here today. That's why programs like this exist. And that's why I am thanking, in fact, Uncle, I should even kneel down and tell you thank you for sponsoring and joining to help us be able to have this kind of programs. Uncle, I'm going to come and tap you so that we can have more programs. Because we need more. Yes, we need more programs. So you're here today so that we can challenge you using your brains and start solving problems. I decided when I was 13, I wanted to become an engineer. I wanted to solve that problem around pollution of that water. Yes, I got distracted. I did not fulfill my desire. But you know what? I've told myself one day I'm still going to go back. Attention on the importance of fresh water. And we talk about how do we sustainably manage the freshwater resources that we have. It is very, very key, and that's what you're all thinking about today. There's another statistic that I have here too that also doesn't shock me too, and I want you to be aware of. It says that the demand, that's the amount of water that we're all using for our different uses, will increase by 55% by 2050. I think this is actually being very, very conservative. I actually see it increasing more than this because our population continues to skyrocket, both here in Africa and in Asia. That's China, India, and the other smaller Asian nations. So the amount of water we're going to be using is actually going to increase, which means we need to be more creative about how do we change wastewater to water that we can use. And that's what I wanted to do for my PhD project. And I hope some of you will still go back and follow up what I was trying to do. So in closing, because we have a lot that we have to do today, I am challenging you guys beyond these essays, just like my friend Dr. Peju had told you, to start thinking about right now. Don't wait until you, when I'm in university or when I'm older. No, 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 no. Don't be like us. Don't be like me. Right now, start thinking about what you can do. You guys are so blessed to be in such an amazing age where all you have to do is pick up your phone and press record, and you're live on Instagram or you're live on Facebook. And you can start thinking about ideas with your peers, both here in Nigeria, both across Africa, and across the world. You can host talk shows, start thinking, start mulling on ideas. You can create campaigns, and you can start also rationing your own water intake. Do you know that because of that, how would I call it, light bulb moment I had when I was 13, that, look at it, we don't have that much water. I started limiting how much water that I used from that age 13 till now. One cardinal sin I cannot stand is people wasting water around. I start screaming. It really makes me mad. Like, you know how when you're pumping water at home and you start hearing the water, I start screaming, I start shouting. Or even when people leave taps on, I start screaming too. I don't like it. So start being watchguards in your own home. You can start right now. And I want you to also be advocates in your own places, your schools, your homes, everywhere, for people to manage our water.
The United Nations representative and others who spoke at the occasion encouraged the young students to take things to the next level and suggested solutions to the challenges facing water supply in the community.
Project that to talk about how can we bring this down to the community. So it's important that after this event, after this essay, you don't go back and sit down, but it's a call to action. It's a call to action that you need to do things, you need to take it to the next level, and that is bringing it to action. And I'll enjoin all of you. The director is here, NIMEC is here, everybody's here. We are here to support your plans. We have a STEM, very good friend, Dr. Oh. She's here as well. I know how much she's doing in terms of in Lagos State, and that STEM is one of the best ways that we can harness this raw talent that we have in Lagos State. Thank you all so much for having me. It's been a pleasure being here today. Thank you.
At the end, it was all joy and gladness as the excited students and some teachers were called out one after the other to receive their prizes. There were prizes of laptops and other goodies for the students in both junior and senior categories, and cash prizes of 250,000 naira for the winning schools. The junior category winning school was Lagos State Junior Model College and Keke Senior High School for the senior category. Our Eco Arts Block crew were able to catch up with some of the dignitaries and one of the winners.
Good everyone. My name is Joseph Esther from Keke Senior High School, District 1, Lagos State. And well, I feel more than excited to be. I wasn't expecting it. It happened as a shock, and well, I'm excited. I'm glad beyond measures, and I'm very grateful to the Nigerian Association of Mechanical Engineers in cooperation with Lagos State Waters for making this possible.
Because of water-related diseases and sanitation issues, and I brought that point home to our students so that they could understand the relevance of what they are learning and how applicable it is to this competition and this program and the reason why we're celebrating Water Day annually. It is very important to make connections between what students are working on theoretically to what's happening in the real world, because that helps it to stick. And then when you understand how critical what you're doing is, that gives you an extra push that, oh, wow, what we're doing here is not just something we're doing for competition and winning prizes, but it's actually a matter of life and death, like I told them. Water happens to be one of our most precious resources, and we're not maintaining and sustaining it well enough. So we need them to start working on that from actually even younger ages than this. A lot of the students here were JSS, that's junior secondary and senior secondary school students. We need to start teaching them this all the way from when they are home, kindergarten, primary school. They need to understand that the amount of freshwater resources, the water we use for taking our bath, drinking, is depleting. And how do we now convert the water that we're using, that waste, to water that can actually be used? They need to start learning this. And we also need to create more of our students becoming engineers. And that's why I'm very happy that organizations like the National Society of Mechanical Engineers are mentoring our students through programs like this. So every time I see them have programs, the engineering societies, I always like to go to support them, because the whole idea is we need to create a whole group of students all across Nigeria and across Africa that will be solving our own problems here. So I'm really, really excited about this program. Oh yeah, we do. We partner with organizations like this, and that was why I kept hinting and also applauding the MD of the Water Corporation that we're going to pull him in and also create our own competitions too in the ministry. We've been partnering with a lot of organizations. I don't want to start mentioning names right now. We've been carrying out training programs. We've been carrying out programs where our students are able to be boosted with these skills, and then they also carry out competitions. And our students win at these programs. They win on state level. They've also been winning on the national level. We've also had our students win internationally too. They've gone all the way to Singapore, they've gone all the way to Hungary. I'm trying to remember where else recently, but they are winners. Our students are always winners, so I'm very, very proud of them.
First of all, like I said, it all starts with you doing what you can do within yourselves, because one of the places where I'm working on for my thesis, they have the same issue. It's surface water pollution, and they keep claiming they have water crisis. They have to go to
other communities to access water. But when you look at it, they are close to the surface water there. So there's a way they could treat it. Because I grew up treating my water before I knew about water dispensers. From the environment I grew up in, we didn't have access to buying treated water bottles. So we would just fetch normal raw water and treat it ourselves. So things like this, I feel they should depend more on localized interventions rather than waiting for the government. I know funding is a great issue, but NGOs look for communities like that to assist. So I feel they should probably bank more on localized interventions and things they can do for themselves.
Okay.
The competition, the essence of the competition is because we have a lacuna in the space of water, sanitation and hygiene in Nigeria. And engineering is about problem solving. If you want to solve any problem, you need engineers. And that is why we have put this annual WASH program together for the purpose of attacking and creating solutions to the many challenges of water, hygiene and sanitation in Nigeria. Yes, we have put a lot of measures together, and we want to sincerely appreciate all the districts in Lagos State for bringing their children onto this project, for us to be able to create some more solutions to what they see within their communities. If you want to run an encompassing and holistic solution to the water problem in Lagos State, you need to be able to use the communities and the communities and the environment for us to be able to resolve that problem. And that is why we have put all those children together, and they have done justice to creating solutions to the problem of water and hygiene in Lagos State. And I must commend the Lagos State Water Corporation for the work they have done so far, and within all the water works within Lagos State, which we know that by the advocacy of this program, more water works will come up in order for the populace to have clean and good water for drinking. In this competition, we have all the 6 districts in Lagos State, and we have well over 80 schools involved in this competition. That is why it was so difficult for us to pick the first 3, and we had to spread the gift across a lot of schools, because we had well over 80 schools that participated in this competition. Only about 20 schools qualify for the grand finale, and now we're able to pick only 7 at the final stage of the program. I want to say to everyone out there that we need to be the change that we want in Nigeria. It is not enough for us to say it's the governor or the commissioners or the senators or the permanent secretaries that will be the change. Each individual, our contribution, they say a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. By the time each and every one of us become that change that we require in our society for us to have a clean environment. Take, for instance, people would take pure water and drop it on the road. It is not a sign of having a clean environment. It is good enough that each and every one of us inculcates the way of sanitation, inculcate the way of clean environment in order for us to maintain the WASH program in Nigeria.
The government, His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, has recently did a lot of intervention when it comes to water, and then I think people are seeing the dividend now. Water is everywhere, and I think there are more to do because the water we are sending out now too is not even enough for the citizens. But our goal is to make sure that every household have access to potable water in the state, and we're on course, and I think very soon there's going to be more water that is going to be delivered everywhere. But right now, water is coming out and people are enjoying it. See, what we are doing right now, we are celebrating our future leaders, the children. And then we are passing the torch over to them. And to give them the torch, you don't dump it on their lap. So you have to carry them along, and that's what we are doing to encourage them, encourage their teachers, and encourage their parents to make sure that at least they see what we are doing and they show interest in it and develop themselves. And that is the purpose of these things that we are doing now. And there are more to come. We'll continue to really partner with interested group, engineering group, or any group for that matter that want to do more of this. There is water coming out now. I said earlier that the water that we have, the design capacity is not spread to every single household in Lagos State. The government is doing something about that. But the few people that are enjoying our water, there's water coming out now. There are more that will come, and we are still doing more work on that. One of the things also is that there has been a lot of damages to the water infrastructure. That is preventing water getting to a lot of areas. We are looking into that, and the government is doing a whole lot in making sure that that stops, and then we do more. To get water to every household, we have developed this design and what is it called, to bring in green projects. Green projects in that, like, for instance, Ekpe all the way to VI, there is a 210 MGD, we call it Ibonla. And that has been in the making, and I think the government is still on course to do that. There's Adiyon 1, and there's Adiyon 2 that the government have been doing that is almost completed. It's about 80-something%. There's also a proposed Adiyon 3. So those are the things. We are working with all the ministries, the other agencies that are working out there, including police, to make sure that we stop all these people that are vandalizing the infrastructure.
Yes, we have come to the end of today's event. It was indeed very educative, as we've heard various speakers emphasize the importance of clean water, and they also reiterated that we are the change we are looking for. The change starts with me, the change starts with you. So let's endeavor to be that change we are looking for. This is a Coral Blog reporting. Kindly ensure you follow us across all of our social media platforms, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're yet to subscribe. I am Olayinka Olorunshola. Thanks for watching.